maybe I'm not quite the same thrower I was early in my career.
Yeah, he grabbing his left elbow. I was trying to look there if he landed on that left side. He grabs the left wrist area, and then something doesn't feel good on that left side. But
by the way, and for this,
but he did say the collarbone was the thing that affected him the most in his career.
A broken collarbone back in 2017. Will Howard, for the first time, is the #3 emergency quarterback. He quarterbacked the Buckeyes to a national championship last year. He broke a finger in camp, did not play in the preseason, but Howard is on the sideline today for Pittsburgh, and he is suited up for the first time as a pro. Gainwell the back, 3rd and goal, and Rodgers incomplete. And he was aiming that time for Wilson. And here they're going to come out and try for 3 as the Bengals defense holds in a goal-to-go situation to Aaron Rodgers. That's an accomplishment.
Well, this was an unusual drive. As you said, started at the 7-yard line. There were multiple big plays by the Steelers, multiple penalties by the Bengals as they got themselves into position. But what a great job by this defense to respond and force them on a field goal attempt.
25-yard try by Chris Boswell, and tack on 3 more. And Pittsburgh leads it 10-6, 10 seconds to play in the half. Cincinnati will retrieve the kickoff, get the kickoff to begin the second half. Saturday, CBS brings you another big-time Big Ten matchup. Schools making their final push toward the college football playoff. 17th ranked USC and 8th ranked Oregon State. 3:30 Eastern. We'll get you set for kickoff beginning at 2:30 Eastern with College Football Today. Here on CBS and streaming on Paramount Plus, the Oregon Ducks, the USC Trojans. 8th ranked Oregon and the Trojans at number 17. Terrific matchup next week on CBS. With a look at Joe Flacco, 10-17 with his start. 28-yard touchdown pass, and Rodgers, Trent, 9 of 15 with a touchdown pass himself.
Well, I would have mentioned, you just mentioned that the Bengals are going to get the ball first in the second half. I would think, based on where this kickoff return comes out to, that they're just going to take a knee to get it to half.
Here they go, and this will be Charlie Jones on the move, on the fly, and cuts outside. He's chased by Gainwell and wrapped up at the 30. Nice special teams with 3 seconds to go, and you're right.
Use up 7 seconds there.
Yep.
I would think it's just the knee.
Well, let's step back a little bit, widen your lens. What do you think of the first half?
I'm impressed with both defenses. Coming into this, that was the struggling point for both sides, both the Steelers and the Bengals. I've been impressed with the defenses, the adjustments they've made, and how they've. And I think the wind has had a factor in it too, Kevin. I think the wind has been a big factor here in the first half.
So each team on their first possession got touchdown passes. Gainwell on an 11-yard catch and run touchdown pass by Rodgers. And then the Bengals went the other way. And a 28-yard touchdown pass, Flacco to Higgins. Let's go downstairs to Melanie Collins.
Thank you, Kev. Zach, your defense got some big stops in that first half. How do you get the offense going and start playing more complimentary football here?
Well, the field positions was going to help us. We've been backed up pretty much the whole day. So second half, we get a chance to start with the ball, establish the field position early in the game. Turnovers are going to play a huge role in this game, however this shakes out.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
25-yard field goal moments ago by Boswell. And a lead for Pittsburgh, first place in the North. Halftime is here after these first half highlights from Verizon.
For an elf, the holidays are stressful, but Verizon's got a bonkers deal on the new Samsung Galaxy S25. Gemini, when's our next train coming?
Right now.
Ah, nutcrackers. Gemini, where am I?
You're in a blender.
Okay. Time for elf care. Gemini, find me a massage, please. Oh, that was fast.
Get Samsung Galaxy S25 with Gemini and Watch and Tap, all for $0. No trade-in needed on any plan.
Justin Hartley stars in an all-new Tracker, CBS Tonight.
In Los Lunas, most people were employed by a farm or a railroad. I needed to support my family and leave home to find work. Missing moments I can't get back. Then Meta came to Los Lunas.
Thanks, Dad.
And brought new jobs. And now, I don't worry about missing out much anymore.
You guys want to hear the secret to becoming a coach or not? Greatest cash backer of all time. Okay, you ready? If you can dream it, you can cash back on it.
You saying I can cash back on everything?
Are you a good student or am I a great coach? Cash back like a pro with Chase Freedom Unlimited. How do you cash back?
And now for a weather update. The polar vortex is bringing a lot of snow. Good news for a white Christmas, but just be safe getting home. This storm will be here through the night, as will I.
The greatest measure of the season is how it makes you feel. The December to Remember sales event.
Get special offers on select Lexus TX models.
We could tell you how we eliminate any blind spot. Or we can show you.
Watch Chief Meteorologist Topper Shunt with the WUSA 9 Weather Impact Team.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to Denver and the Verizon Halftime Report, the best 5G network in America. There's only one best. Folks, I'm JB here along with my guys, Coach Nate and Matt. Into the highlights we go.
Let's go to those highlights, JB. We got the Buccaneers taking on the Bills. Early, it's going to be Sean Tucker. Watch this run right here, but watch the block. Justin Wirfs out in front. Boom! Ooh. Out of there, Sean Tucker takes it in for the 43-yard score. Later on, though, Josh Allen's going to have an answer. Throws a little flare pass out here to Ty Johnson, who's going to do the rest. Takes it in, 52 yards for the score. Back and forth ball game right now, 21-20 with the Bills on top. We have the Chargers and the Jags. Anytime you see Travis Etienne Jr. in the backfield, you know something's up. Direct snap to him. He gets in for the 2-yard score. The Jags are up 14-6.
AFC North matchup at Cincinnati at Pittsburgh, and it's going to be Aaron Rodgers hitting Kenneth Gainwell on this little swing route. He does the rest, 11 yards out. Pittsburgh leads 10-6 at the half.
Houston taking on the Titans in Tennessee. This ball game's 3-0 defensive battle right now with Tennessee on top.
And you got the Giants right here and the Green Bay Packers, and it's going to be Devin Singletary from 1 yard out. He's going to score that. They missed the extra point, so it's 13-13 right now at the half.
Oh, that's a close one. All right, Bears, Vikings, old school NFC North matchup. Kyle Monangai, he takes it in. Easy run for the score. Right now it's the Bears over the Vikings, 10-3 at halftime. Panthers taking on the Falcons in Atlanta, and Bijan Robinson having him a first half. This one, a little 1-yard touchdown run. That would be his second of the first half. Falcons on top, 21-10. And earlier today in Madrid, here is a look into this beautiful stadium, Santiago Bernabeu Stadium. And it's the Dolphins taking on the Commanders. They go into overtime, and it's Riley Patterson hitting the 29-yard field goal for the win, an international thriller, 16-13.
The running backs from Pittsburgh are making a difference in this game. The running game here, you're going to see with Jalen Warren. Watch it right here. You sit there, and he goes back and forth. He's going to jump. No one else jumps. Let me just hit him right in the chest. Boom. Let me just keep on going. That's Jalen Warren. That's how he runs, man. And they're going to finish this off. You saw this earlier with Gainwell. 11-yard swing pass there from Aaron Rodgers. 83 yards rushing for Pittsburgh in the first half. The quarterback comparison with Flacco and Rodgers, you can see it right there. Both have a touchdown. You can see about 82 yards there for Flacco, 116 for Rodgers. Again, at the end of the first half, the lack of being able to finish that drive and having several field goals sometimes comes back and it's looking you in the face.
Yeah, and I think Cincinnati defensively is doing a pretty good job. This is a defense that struggled most of the year, but holding Pittsburgh to just 2 of 7 on third down. You mentioned it, Pittsburgh's run game is starting to get going a little bit. They've got to convert, though. If they want to blow this game open, they've got to convert more third downs in the second half.
And what the Steelers defense is doing up against Joe Flacco, it's working. But I'm surprised they're not blitzing him a little bit more. We know that Flacco's not a threat to run. I get it. You want to drop guys into coverage to cloud those windows. But if I got that old fella, as we call him, Uncle Flacco, in the backfield, I'm sitting in the heat in the second half.
Uncle Flacco,
Uncle Flacco.
No telling what you guys call me. I know we have planned for a little more, but guess what? Drew Sands The Verizon Halftime Report will continue after this.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Verizon, the best 5G network in America. There's only one best.
This is a masterclass in defensive play calling. Enough talk about what this year can be. It is time to prove it.
What a tackle by Clark! Daniels keeps it, scoots into the end zone! Touchdown! Touchdown, Washington!
Ladies and gentlemen, our departure has been delayed.
Yes! Are you kidding me, man? Why are you so happy?
I'm watching the game.
Seriously?
Yeah, with NFL Plus.
Get live, local, and primetime games on mobile with NFL Plus.
Unfortunately, our flight has been delayed another hour.
NFL Plus. Keep the NFL in reach.
MVP! New CBS Tuesday. Even on the best days, if work calls, you gotta do the work.
Let's go!
Have you heard the latest?
The killer shoved a quarter down a victim's throat?
Roby, go check it out.
I got my best guys on it.
Let's go! You walk through life looking like that and you think it's all fun and games, but looks fade, my friend.
Nah, he's probably just gonna turn into a silver fox.
You're right. Damn it.
NCIS Origins is all new. CBS Tuesday and streaming on Paramount Plus.
What a bucket!
Geico Players Era Championship on TNT and True TV.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Verizon, the best 5G network in America. There's only one best.
Coming up later today at 4:25 p.m. Eastern right here on CBS, it is a huge matchup as a top dog in the AFC West. The Denver Broncos are hosting the Kansas City Chiefs. Matt Ryan, your thoughts?
Yeah, I think this is a big game for Bo Nix. You're trying to establish yourself as the top dog in the AFC West. For him, I think he needs to play fearless and free. Push the football down the field. Be aggressive with some of the looks that you get. I think it's imperative that Sean Payton takes the handcuffs off and lets him play free and aggressive.
Matt, I agree with you 100%. Just like you're pre-gaming at the house before you go out to a party, take a shot early. You know what I mean? Take a shot early down the field. Try to get that defense on their heels. Also, what I would love is for them to work some quick screens to his playmakers early, just to get the ball out of his hands, see the ball, touch hands of receivers, get those completions, and then also designed runs. Yeah. If you see a gap, Bo Nix, use your legs and go.
Talk about run. I think Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to have to run the ball. This is a defense on a historic pace of sacking. So look for the quick passing game. Let's get the balls in Xavier Worley, Rashid Rice's hands, because these are great guys with run after the catch.
Yeah.
I think for Patrick Mahomes, the time clock in his head is going to have to be a little bit shorter today than it's been in weeks past because he's got this rush coming after him.
An awesome defense, of course, of Denver going at it as well, too. Folks, we'll see how it all plays out. That's when the NFL Today continues later today.
You think you understand how this business works, but you don't.
I now know why Mommy was so stressed.
What's the plan here?
Landman. New season now streaming. Only on Paramount Plus.
New CBS Wednesday.
I'm feeling a common enemy. We're at this point now where there's basically two sides.
Now I'm questioning everything.
The game is fluid.
Let's go!
Wake up! Survivor is all new CBS Wednesday.
The unusual sport of chess boxing. 60 Minutes, new CBS tonight.
Officer! You see this Hyundai Santa Fe? Guess how much I paid for it.
Enjoy the new car.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 1.99% APR for 60 months or $1,750 bonus cash on a Kona or lease for only $199 a month. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Welcome to America's true financial center. It's not a boardroom or a startup or a trading floor. It's where Vanguard's 50 million investors make the decisions that build their futures. For 50 years, Vanguard has empowered them to reach their financial goals. Now, with Investor Choice, they have a greater voice when investing. At Vanguard, our investors are our owners, and their voices are heard. 50 million investors, 50 million voices. Vanguard.
What do you think?
Even though they're growing up, they still need your guidance.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it. That's why last year, Instagram launched teen accounts, defaulting all teens into automatic protections for who can contact them and the content they can see. And we'll continue adding new safeguards.
2.
Instagram teen accounts with automatic protections.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean. I only paid for a Hyundai Tucson.
Enjoy the new car. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days on a Tucson, or get up to $3,000 bonus cash. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
There's something special here. Weekdays starting at 4:30 a.m.
We're back here in Pittsburgh. A look now at the first half highlight presented by State Farm. On the game opening drive, Rogers found his running back Gainwell for 11 and for 6. Big play. Moments ago, Melanie Collins caught up with the head coach of the Steelers, Mike Tomlin.
Well, Coach, it looked like Aaron Rodgers injured his left wrist just before the half. Is he going to be able to continue here in the second?
He's being evaluated as we speak, and so certainly we're hopeful, but we better get Mason Rudolph ready to go.
Okay, offensively, 2 for 7 on third down in the first half. How can you start finding more success on those early downs?
It's just that. We got to be better on possession downs. It's not like it's been out of whack in terms of third and long. We just got to function better in those significant moments, certainly.
Mike, thank you.
Well, that is big news.
Wow, that's huge news. I mean, we knew that Rodgers had gotten hit. We knew that he was favoring that wrist as he kept grabbing it towards the end of the half. But the fact that Mike Tomlin just told us that, and Mason Rudolph is warming up on the sidelines right now. This is here's a look at the play. He takes a shot. A couple of defenders landing on top of him, immediately grabs his wrist and brings it to his chest. And this is something we're going to have to monitor moving forward. Will he come back? Like I said, Mason Rudolph right now on the sidelines taking snaps, and appears he's going to be the quarterback here in the second half.
Rudolph has only thrown 2 passes, completing them both. 30-year-old quarterback out of Oklahoma State, backing up Rodgers. And here is the kickoff to begin our second half. And Charlie Jones will take it. And driven out of bounds on the play. Some good work there by Skoranek, who is the leading special teams tackler for the Steelers. And go ahead.
Way to go, Benny Sko.
And
Benny Sko is my nephew. Yeah. My wife's sister's son. So not my bloodlines, but definitely family. So love watching his growth process and how he's grown as an athlete. And now year 5 for him, and found a home here in Pittsburgh.
One of his best friends is Rodgers. Chase Brown is the back. And Flacco with the 1st and 10. Brown gets the call. Big hole opened up by Mims. He's into the secondary. They can't even tear him down. And finally, Ramsey twirls him out of bounds. They grab that jersey. You could see the tear. Runs for 35, and he's down to the Pittsburgh 41.
Watch in the middle of the line. Watch as the entire hole that opens up for him. Nobody even touches him. And he's able to get around to the outside as Porter tries to chop the ball loose and is not able to get it.
Brown has had 3 consecutive 100-yard yards from scrimmage. Now 70 yards on the ground, 1st and 10. Flacco under duress. And they go outside, and Noah Fant is brought down by Brandon Eccles, playing the nickel. And it's a gain of 4. He's down to the 37, and through 30 minutes of football, Trent Green, here are some of the numbers.
Well, and I think there's a couple of things that jump out. First off, the defenses, compared to what the first matchup, the defenses are playing really well. And then the penalties. The Bengals are one of the fewest penalized teams in the NFL. Only 35 yards per game penalized, and they're already at 52 yards of penalties. A lot of it coming on that final drive that the Steelers had at the end of the half. So that's something to keep an eye on moving forward.
Brown the back. Flacco through the air, 11 of 18. Playing with the bad shoulder today. This is Brown. Tries to cut. He does. He got outside of Porter and tries to wheel, and he They'll find room to the 30-yard line. It is a first down run of 7 on 2nd down and 6. And the Bengals have come out here in the second half hot.
Well, they've come out hot, and it's because of the running game. Chase Brown has really been taking effect right there. Just the miss. There's guys there. I was going to say I thought it was a missed tackle. Nobody even touched him. It was that quick jump cut that he made that got through and got it up to where he could pick up the first down.
Taj Brooks is the back. P. Ryan is out today with an ankle. The pass protection missed there. So Brooks is in, the rookie, and he gives a block and a good one for Flacco, and it's incomplete for Higgins, who is tailed by Porter. It's 2nd and 10.
One of the few times today we've seen the Steelers go to man coverage, and that time Porter matched up on Higgins. Ball out in front of Higgins just a little bit too much as he's not able to bring it in. Watch him to the outside. Chase will go up and do a little sit-down route, and the slant.
We mentioned this at the top of the broadcast, but since Flacco Trent has arrived in the trade from Cleveland to the Bengals, this has been the best offense the last month in the NFL.
The yards they put up, the numbers they put up from a point standpoint, it's really shocking that they're sitting there at 1-3. Their defense has given up way too much, but today the defense is holding their own.
From the back, 2nd and 10, Flacco to the air, and incomplete. Fant and Higgins were in the line of flight. I think it was for Fant.
I think Higgins? I thought it was for Higgins.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was for Higgins, and Higgins, he's a little frustrated because it was just a little sit-down route. And Fant goes underneath, and right there it looks like he's throwing it to Higgins, but then Fant comes into the picture and tips it away.
The tight end Sample will be there off the hip of Flacco. Joe Flacco, top 25 all-time in touchdown passes and yards. Underneath, it's Chase. 2nd catch today, down to the 26. Drilled on the play by Eccles. And they put him at the 25. It'll be 4th and 5. They'll go for 3.
Well, and really with the 3rd and 10 and making a quick throw for 5 yards like that, you're basically just trying to say, you know what, we've got to get 3 points down here. We've got to get this into a 1-point game, and if they're able to break a tackle and pick up the first down, great, but we've just got to try and get ourselves in a better field goal position. With this win today, none of these kicks are gimmies.
Here is McPherson, who had the game winner against the Steelers a month ago. 45-yard, 43-yard field goal try here. And the wind is, your guess is as good as mine what the wind is going to do to it. And he drills it home. It's a 1-point game again on a field goal of 43 yards by Evan McPherson, who now this season is 14 of 17.
Can you dig it? Get 50% off Papa John's at regular menu price when you carry out. That includes any pizza size, any toppings, all 50% off. But hurry, this deal won't last long. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
This is a can of Valspar Ultra for $29.98. It's also a realization that you'd rather exercise your mind. Valspar, affordable, durable, available at Lowe's.
A superior smooth taste worth playing for. Michelob Ultra, superior light beer.
Hey, co-pilot. How do I go there?
What sort of thrust does this thing have on it?
Hey, co-pilot, that's a cool mic. What is it?
That's the HyperX Quadcast 2S.
I hate writing about myself. Help me turn my portfolio into a bio.
Inspired by her cat Ziggy, Jenna's work is a contrast of sturdy form and wild colors.
I like that.
How about that hat? Let's talk about that chair.
Do you see what I'm highlighting?
You're talking to your computer.
Can you show me how?
Show me that visually.
Oh, that's nice.
What would you like me to do next?
Extra value meals are back at McDonald's. For just $8, get 10 tender, juicy chicken McNuggets, plus hot salted fries and a medium drink. The 10-piece McNuggets meal for $8.
New CBS Friday.
You better find who did this before I do.
If people are getting threats, they should be coming to us.
They should be, but they won't. People think I don't belong in this office. Those people are idiots. I'm a damn good sheriff.
Sheriff Country is all new CBS Friday at 8/7 Central and streaming on Paramount Plus.
all-new CBS Tomorrow.
This is a deliberate genetic modification. Patient's sick because someone made him sick.
Watson is all-new CBS Tomorrow, 10/9 Central.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Back in Pittsburgh, TV's #1 news show is on CBS. Donnie Wahlberg and Sonequa Martin. Green star in an all-new Boston Blue. Friday at 10, 9 Central on CBS. You'll notice that Keyshawn Williams is not back there retrieving this kickoff. He is out right now in concussion protocol. And Deshaun Jameson, elevated off the practice squad, is back there with Gainwell. And Kenneth Gainwell will take it. After the field goal by the Bengals and upended and brought down by P.J. Jules. And so there is a new quarterback, and this is Mason Rudolph, initially a Pittsburgh third-round pick. Played here, went to Tennessee, now back with the Steelers, 8th year, Oklahoma State. And he's taking the place of Aaron Rodgers.
Well, and he's seen enough football that he's ready to step in, and this moment isn't too big for him. As you said, 8 years in the league, been here and then left and came back, and sure he has a great grasp of what Arthur Smith's trying to get done from an offensive standpoint.
Rudolph has a 1st and 10. Jaylen Warren is the back. Snap from Frazier. The pitch, good block there by Washington, and outside the tackle made Mel by B.J. Hill after a minimal gain.
Yeah, Kev, a couple injuries on the Bengals defense to update you on as well. Starting cornerback Cam Taylor-Britt has a left foot injury. He's been ruled out. And defensive end Cam Sample has a right oblique injury. His return is questionable, and already without Trey Hendrickson and Shamar Stewart today, that is significant.
Excellent point. This is the number 32 defense in the NFL of Cincinnati.
Yeah, and more guys you miss on that side. It's, you know, it's just kind of been patchwork a little bit because of those injuries, and missing some guys that retired after last season and moved on to other teams.
Warren on 2nd and 5. Torpedoes up to the 35. Hit by Oren Burks. Gain of 3. 2nd and 2.
First 2 plays for
3rd and 2,
for Rudolph have been handoffs. So now you decide, okay, on 3rd and short, do you stick with the ground game, or do you let him air it out on 3rd and short?
Steelers offense averaging an NFL low 55 snaps a game. That's kind of surprising, isn't it, for a guy like Rodgers?
Well, yeah, and that's why they're so low in time of possession. They're just not getting a lot of snaps. They're just not getting a lot of plays.
Gainwell the back, 3rd down and 2. Rudolph in for the injured Rodgers, is questionable, and to the air. And the backpedaling catch on a 1st down, Gainwell. He was picked up in the play by Oren Burks. It's a gain of 3 on 3rd and 2.
Kevin, they're doing a much better job of time of possession today. I know they've had a bunch of punts in the first half. They had the opening drive, they got the touchdown, then they had the last drive of the half for them that put up the field goal. But for the most part, they've been able to convert some 3rd downs and keep this clock rolling.
Well, you lead to my point, because they've now had 36 plays to the 33 run by the Bengals. It's the first time that they've been on top in a game this year. Rudolph, 1st and 10. Running back was Warren. He'll make the catch. Swirling and grabbed by Battle. Read it well, lost it 2, and back to the Steeler 35.
Well, Warren is slow getting up.
And he has been terrific. People have been clamoring for more carries from him. A month ago against Cincinnati, had 127 yards on the ground. And against the Chargers last Sunday night, 14 for 70.
Well, he has to make an adjustment. This ball's behind him, so he has to make an adjustment. If the ball's out in front, you see the leg gets caught underneath as he's twisting to the ground. That left knee, left ankle, as he's going to the ground by Battle. Take a look at it one more time. That left leg, see how it kind of gets bent underneath him. The ankle and the knee, but...
So that means probably more Kenneth Gainwell and the rookie out of Iowa, 6'1" Caleb Johnson. And hobbling is Jaylen Warren.
Well, that'd be huge. You know, obviously no Aaron Rodgers, and now all of a sudden you lose.
Wow.
You lose Warren, or a possibility of losing Warren
in game.
Yeah. That changes play calling. That changes all of it.
Gainwell in, second down and 11. Rudolph follows Hanu with a block and holding him off, and it's incomplete. And he was over there aiming for Jonnu Smith. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 11 coming up to New York and Adam Shine.
Kevin Trent, Jordan Love's first passing touchdown since week 8. Josh Wiley hauls it in. Extra point attempt, let's just say it missed the entire stadium. 19-13 Packers. Early third, back to you.
They just signed Wiley. They lost Tucker Kraft. They're terrific pass-catching tight end.
Well, and how about Love's back in the game?
Yes,
good point. Last update, he wasn't in there, so able to get himself back in and get a touchdown.
Gainwell is the back with a 3rd down and a long 11. Here they come. Salomo with a block and a catch made downfield. Cracked right there by Roman Wilson. Banged out of bounds. He had a couple over there defending, including Stone and Hill. The catch and gain to the 47 of Cincinnati. 18-yard pickup through the air on 3rd down and 11.
So he's going to go in motion inside of DK Metcalf. Metcalf's going to clear it out on just a go route. Just you cut to the outside, it almost becomes a natural pick with the way that route is set up in the motion. Able to get separation from Hill. Wilson able to get the easy first down catch. Good pocket for Mason Rudolph as he delivered the first down throw.
Wilson had the touchdown reception last week. Here's the rookie, Caleb Johnson, who rams his way in, trying to get a block up there from the center. Frazier got to the 44 and picks up 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. So let's back up here a little bit with Arthur Smith now having to call plays and maybe reform the way the offense would go with Rudolph over the injured Rodgers.
Yeah, you definitely have to. You start thinking, okay, what is Rudolph's skill set compared to Rodgers' skill set? What is now with no Warren? What do we get with the different running backs that we're going to be rotating through there? We've seen the rookie Johnson got a carry there. He's in on this snap as well. So that is an adjustment as a play caller you have to make.
Gainwell in motion. 2nd down, 7. Play action by Rudolph and incomplete. The coverage by Hill, the pass intended for the tight end, Jonnu Smith, who last year had 88 receptions with Miami, only 26 so far halfway through the season for the Steelers. 3rd down.
This ball's a little bit behind, and as you see, it's knocked away. Actually, it's Smith that knocks it away, so it doesn't get intercepted.
So all week
Once
long,
again, it's the wind. So Rudolph, even though he hasn't been in there, I mean, there's an adjustment you have to make. It's one thing throwing on the sideline, but throwing with this wind.
3rd down, and it was caught with a spectacular grab by Metcalf. Turner saying there was a shove and there was a flag. And the conversation.
Yeah, but which one's it going to be on?
It's going to be on Pittsburgh.
They're going on DK.
It's going to be on Metcalf. 2nd time he's been penalized today.
Yeah.
Pass interference, office number 4. 10-yard penalty, repeat 3rd down.
Yeah, the first pass interference was a rub route or a pick route. Right. Obviously, it was a pick because they threw the flag. This time it was just a back shoulder fade down the sideline. A lot of times they don't call that. Let's see, they're both fighting back and forth. That generally isn't called. You could see Metcalf's arms extend. So that's going to be what draws the flag, is the arms extending.
And Turner did go back a little bit.
And the arms extend and there is separation. So I can understand why the official with that, I mean, there was a lot of hand fighting by both guys, but I think the arms extended and the separation is what drew the flag.
3rd and 17 underneath. It's Washington. Stiff arms his way into Stone, hanging on for dear life, and he leads him for a 1st down. Dragging defenders. Oh, he's a big rascal.
I was going to say the last time they threw that out to, he just ran through the entire secondary line. I was like, oh, this isn't going to end well. You got 2 guys coming up that combined have about the same size. So
18-yard gain, Rudolph to the air. And underneath, Metcalf. He'll dance and drive, and Battle will get him. Another 1st down lunge or close to it. He's down to the 27 of Cincinnati. Let's see where they mark that ball.
Well, we're going back to the 3rd down conversion to Washington. He chips on his way out, little dump route. And then it's just a matter. Geno Stone comes up and he tries knocking that arm away so he doesn't get stiff-armed. Not successful. And able to keep the drive alive.
Second down, 1. Metcalf again in space and then hit and brought down on the play with the tackle made by the rookie Demetrius Knight. He leads all rookies in the NFL in tackles. It's a gain of 9. It's another first down for the Steelers.
Well, and you got to understand why Knight leads everybody in the tackles, the rookies in tackles. Watch how he comes up and he makes this tackle on DK Metcalf. Metcalf's a huge receiver. He goes low, gets the legs, and knocks him down. And great job with that technique.
So a couple of 18-yard pass completions to Wilson in Washington, and Metcalf right there for 9. Here's a 1st and 10. With Roman Wilson in motion. And here's the rookie, Caleb Johnson, out of Iowa. And he's down to the 12. He's from Hamilton, Ohio. And he was a high pick in the 3rd round, taken by the Steelers. And like I said, 6'1". He is very tall and rangy and strong, clearly.
Well, and we just talked with Tomlin about him 2 days ago and how high he is on him, and felt like he wanted to give him some touches. He wanted to give him some opportunities. Now, he didn't want Warren to get hurt for those opportunities to happen as Warren is back out on the field. But some opportunities, yeah, definitely good to see. But getting Johnson in the game and getting him some reps is something that Tomlin had talked about.
Rogers with an injured hand. Here's a timeout called by Rudolph. Play clock was ticking down, and he calls a timeout. So a little bit about Mason Rudolph. He grew up in South Carolina. He went to college in Stillwater, Oklahoma, and played for the Cowboys. 3rd round pick here, then Tennessee. Now back with the Steelers. He was the Johnny Unitas and Sammy Baugh award winner in college. And he came here. He's now in his 8th season in the NFL. On 3rd down today, he's gone 3 of 3, and in place of the injured Rogers.
Well, he had a great college career and has had some opportunities to start in the NFL, had some opportunities to start here in Pittsburgh, and has found his niche as a backup quarterback. And, you know, being able to step in a situation like this is not everybody can do it. Standing around all day, cold weather, a lot of wind. He's stepped in and he's performed well. As we take a look at Arthur Smith, who's had to adjust some of the things he's play calling wise with Mason Rudolph.
2nd down, 3, pitch out to Johnson. Tries to cut the corner around his ankles. He finds Hill, and he lunges close to the 11. With a run right there, and clock ticking here in the 3rd. 5 now before we get to the close of the quarter. Game began with 2 touchdowns, quarterback touchdown passes each way, and has been very quiet since.
It has been quiet, and it's interesting. You know, we talked about Warren leaving the game because of injury, and he went back in on that 2nd down play, but because of the timeout, they changed personnel groups and put Johnson back in, and Warren came out. Now Gainwell's back in the game as they're going to go to an empty set here.
3rd down and 2. Five started back at the Pittsburgh 27. Couple of 18-yard passes through the air.
Metcalf's lined up in the slot.
3rd and 2, crumbling pocket, chased by Osai, chased by Murphy, and has to throw that baby away. Incomplete. 4th and 2. The defense of Cincinnati holds again. As the Pittsburgh Steelers are driving, here comes the field goal unit in Boswell.
Watch to your left. Metcalf's going to open up. It's right there. If he just pops it to him, it's pressure. It's short yardage. You're not going to have a big open space in that type of thing. They bring blitz, and it's man-to-man coverage. I thought he was just going to throw a quick little pop pass to Metcalf and let Metcalf go one-on-one, but not able to see it or get rid of it. But he does get rid of it in time to preserve this field goal distance.
So here's a field goal try at 30 yards to extend their lead, and he belts it right through from 30 and will extend the lead again for Pittsburgh. We've had 3 consecutive field goals in this one. Tomlin and the Steelers on top of the Bengals. 13-9.
Taxes was feeling unwelcome. Now Taxes is an open door to new TurboTax stores. Meet our experts. They do your taxes, so you can walk out with confidence. Now this is Taxes.
The thing about long-term relationships is sometimes you need to spice things up. Look at that. Crispy chicken from Taco Bell, a brand new classic. You're welcome.
Two lemonades, please.
Here, on me. Larry. I'd go with the Active Cash credit card from Wells Fargo here.
With this baby, he'll score like a 2%er.
Good choice. Tap, tap. Tippity tap, tap, tap.
Score unlimited 2% cash rewards.